We're back, and breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Phil's here, and we're going to make a wonderful breakfast for you today.
And I'm very excited because I'm looking at these ingredients, and this looks amazing.
Yeah.
Just even before it's put together.
It does. It's so colourful, isn't it? Well, tell us what's in it.
Sure. We're going to start with a tablespoon of chopped dates, a cup of water, a cup of quinoa, half a cup of raw cashews, a quarter teaspoon of sea salt, a teaspoon of vanilla, and an additional cup of water, and then some various seeds, which I'm sure you're going to be telling us all about later.
Absolutely. So what I've done is I've started those dates pieces to just soften in there, in the water already. So that's the first cup of water in there, and with that we're going to put in our cashews and then our quinoa. Now quinoa needs to be, pass that over for me, Phil, and I'll just...
Now this isn't just quinoa.
This is quinoa that's in 3 colours. You can get quinoa as black, white or red. And so this is what they call tricolour. It's a combination of all of them. Now if you use white alone, you get very white waffles. And if you want them to look brown and yummy, you can cheat and just colour added. Use the combination. If you use black, they come out really dark, and I've done that before. But
so you would recommend the tricolour?
Yes, I like the tricolour or a combination of white and one of the others. Now quinoa is really expensive, so I try and get it all in, don't waste any. So we're going to blend that up. Oh, we can throw in the salt and vanilla now too, actually. And that just adds that little bit of flavouring that makes the waffles special. You notice, apart from the dates, there's no sweetener going in here. So here we go.
You know what I love about this recipe is that a lot of waffles have lots of sugar. And that seems to be the standard wherever you find waffles. But with this, you've got the dates, which adds a lot more than what sugar would simply add.
Yes, and there's very few dates, there's just a tiny handful, and you can even make this without dates if you want to put, I like putting hummus or avocado on my waffles, so you know, I'll often not even put sweetener in. And you can see there that that's a nice brown mixture. It's already got the colour added, and it's now smooth. So you can add as much water as you need. The longer this sits while you're cooking, if you make a big batch, you'll need to add more of that additional water. But what you want to see is a vortex down the middle when you've got it. So I'm just going to turn it on, and we can see if that vortex is there. All right, so we're now ready to add that to the waffle iron. Ooh, thank you. And what we're going to do is give that a little spray for us, would you, Phil?
Sure.
And now, why don't you sprinkle some seeds on the bottom, just for fun?
Which would you prefer?
Oh, I'll go for popper seeds. This is always fun, because you can mix and match and oh, I forgot. Most waffle irons come with a measurer, so if you use that, it's a good way to see just how much mix, because it can be very difficult to tell just how much you need. So,
Otherwise, you'll need a cleaner.
well, that's true, because it all overspills the sides. And so what I do is I just use the bottom of my cup and then sprinkle some more seeds on for us, if you wouldn't mind.
So I see you have 3 types of seeds here. You've got
Yeah.
sunflower, you've got poppy, you've got flax.
That's right.
I assume you could use pretty much any type of seed, though.
You can. Now, that goes down. If you lift it too early, it pulls the waffle apart. So how do you tell? Well, you wait till the steam stops coming out, which is about 8 to 10 minutes. So that will just sit and cook for the next 8 to 10 minutes.
Excellent. And then after that's cooked,
Then it's time to eat.
which is my favorite part.
Right. So what would you like? Would you like some jelly, some fresh fruit?
I see fig. See fig jelly, which you don't see it very often. And I'm a big fan of figs. To me, they're kind of like nature's gummy bears.
Nature's gummy bears.
So-
Well, let's both have some nature's gummy bears on our waffle. And tell me what you think. This is gluten-free, you'll notice. So this to me is like the equivalent of bread for someone who's gluten-free.
Oh, that's very good.
And, oh, thank you. And these will freeze beautifully in the freezer and keep for months. So
it's a very easy thing to do for the future, or if
Right.
you've got some time to prepare for the week.
yep. So make a big batch, then you're not fussing with cleaning up more often. Throw them in the freezer, and you've got lovely gluten-free. Pop them in the toaster, and you've got toast or bread for the week.
And you have a very delicious waffle. It is so good.
And this is whole grain. Perfect for managing your blood sugars.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you sharing this with me.
Welcome.